So cute.
Yes! I love Dave Massey!
Cute.
Dave Massey is hot!
I love Dave Massey.
I love Dave Massey.
I love Dave Massey.
Dave Massey's pretty cool. He's saved my life 3 times. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a story of a man from Texas that moved to Jacksonville to become one of the most highly rated and loved musicians of the bar scene. This is Cigarettes and Booze, the story of Dave Massey. So who is Dave Massey? Dave is a 38-year-old professional musician. He plays in bars throughout Jacksonville, from the beaches to Orange Park and Bay Meadows.
When I was at the band Don't Tell Ann, we were working Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. But then I just left that band. So I'm working 3 to 4, usually average about 4. But just branching out with another band that I'm working with, and I've got some opportunities to go to some other places. And so I'll probably be back to 5 and 6 days a week, which is fun because I got affords me bling.
Dave's journey began in Texas, and he didn't start out playing guitar, but a little brotherly influence led him to his 6-string.
Dad always had a 1965 Rickenbacker guitar sitting out, that he would pick around and play. And I'd pick that up every now and then, but really didn't know much about it. Then my older brother started playing and learning chords, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Dave moved from Texas to Florida with his former fiancée. He knew after working for a grocery store for 12 years that a normal 9 to 5 wasn't the life for him.
Back in Texas, I worked for a grocery store for 12 years, but went from a bagger up to a co-manager. And while I was looking at all the managers that I was looking at and working for, they have Sundays and Wednesdays off. Sunday's golf day. No, Sunday's family day. Wednesday's golf day. That's the kind of life I want to live. How about no? So I quit my job there, and my fiance at the time has some family in Orlando. So I said, let's get out of Texas. Well, I ended up, after a few different jobs, working for 9 West. I was Al Bundy for a little while, selling women's shoes. Through that job, I got transferred up to St. Augustine, so we just moved to Jacksonville, and I commuted out there, and she got a job here. But, so that's what got me in Jacksonville.
Dave has been playing professionally for 5 years, and it all started with an open mic performance at My Place Bar and Grill.
Ran across a buddy of mine who was doing open mic over at My Place Bar and Grill, and it turns out it was open mic every night of the week because it was a brand new bar. So I started going up there, and a big group of guys would go up there every day of the week and just jam out. The first time that I got up on stage, I was hooked. There's like 2 people in the bar at that time, and 1 bartender, and they clapped. And so I'm like, oh, I'm going to play another song. And after that, got hooked on playing out on the stage. Eventually met Jimmy Solari, and we formed Don't Tell Ann. And went out and got some gigs, and it just kind of snowballed from there to the point that I was even able to quit my job and just do this full time.
Abandoning a normal job wasn't an easy decision. It was a big risk, and he knew it had its ups and downs.
One of the risks is that now I'm self-employed, so that you don't have the benefits. If you take a week off, you're not getting paid. If you have to go to the doctor, that's coming out of your pocket. Doing taxes and stuff. Like last year, I had throat surgery, and that any kind of surgery is iffy. But if you're talking about your voice and how's it going to come out after the surgery, am I going to be able to sing? Am I even going to be able to talk? Kind of deal. Yeah, it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but it came out okay. And as long as I keep my nose clean, keep on everybody's good side, the different bar owners and things, and I'll keep working.
Some parents may not be the most supportive of such a radical career change, and Dave was apprehensive about telling his parents about his plans to become a full-time musician.
It scared me to death whenever I was calling and say, hey, guess what? I quit my job, because they're all in Texas, and I was out here and got no other family or anything, so it was a big step. But I had the confidence, and together with Jimmy and he was booking a lot of shows, and so I knew I'd be working. But it was going, am I going to lose my rent? Am I going to lose my house and come back? But they were supportive from day one. Matter of fact, this guitar here is one that my dad built. He was so excited that I was actually going out and doing something that I loved.
Along with this change in lifestyle comes a lot of perks.
Sleeping in every day, bar comps, drinking for free, The money's really good, depending on if you're in a band or not, how far you got to split it. But I don't know, it's just rewarding, entertaining people.
One thing that is inevitable as a musician is some attention from a lot of females. But Dave has a serious girlfriend who understands that it's all part of the package.
She had known me, and just from seeing me on stage beforehand, so she saw the kind of antics that I already do. She knows that I've got a lot of girl friends, so the hugging and kissing hello, and that's always hard for somebody to swallow if it's your significant other and everything. But having girls come up on stage, then that's part of the show.
On Tuesday nights, Johnny Flood accompanies Dave with a saxophone. He seems to enjoy sharing the stage with the game show host type character.
He's more of a Pat Sajak of the bar scene, so he really gets them all riled up. It's a good scene, absolutely. Good time.
He's just an all-around great guy as far as personal knowing him, and as far as coming to see him as an entertainer, he definitely gets everybody into it, helps everybody have a good time. Everybody enjoys himself around him, and he pumps up the crowd quite a bit.
So what is in the future for Dave? He knows he can't sing forever, so he wants to do some work behind the scenes.
I think what I want to do is I aspire to be a songwriter. I don't necessarily have to be up there singing and performing it, because I can do that on the side. But if I was to sell one song and have it hit the radios, then that would be a huge sense of accomplishment, and that's what I'm striving for.
Good night, my place. Drive safe. Love your neighbor. If you don't, I will. I find that I am happy and really quite amused with good friends, good music, cigarettes and booze. I quit smoking just last week, right before my last drink. Try to clear my head and make it right to think. And the thoughts that I would ponder came slowly back to me, but my mind began to wander, and I knew I must be in charge of my life, to make decisions wrong or right, to make a choice and live it as I choose. And I find that I am happy and really quite amused with good friends, good music, cigarettes and booze. The women come and go, and the stories can be told. I've forgotten some, but I remember most. And the ones that I still know are all good friends to me. They're the ones who understand that I just have to be in charge of my life, to make decisions wrong or right, to make a choice and live it as I choose. I find that I am happy and really quite amused with good friends, good music, cigarettes and booze. Sometimes I get too drunk to see that the smoking's killing me, but anytime I'm sober for any length of time, I tell myself that I will be just fine. So I made up my mind and started smoking just this week, right before my first drink, 'cause I cleared my head and made it right to think. Now slouched down in my seat and I'm slurring on my speech, but at least I know for sure that I just have to be in charge of my life, to make decisions wrong or right, to make a choice and live it as I choose. And I find that I am happy and really quite amused with good friends, good music, cigarettes and booze. Cigarettes and booze. Cigarettes and booze. Cigarettes and booze. Cigarettes and woke us on and turned the TV on. Watch some more news. Rain and rain today, the clouds are blown away. I'll sing away the blues. Drove that car and down the road on rails to spend the day with you. Morning sun reveals the beauty of your face. I'll sing away the blues. And I feel her love on the cold dark night. And I feel her love as she holds me tight. And I see her smile stretch across her face as a laugh out in the sky. We'll sing away the blues. Do you remember how we used to talk? I will sing to you. Oh, for hours and not on the clock, we'd sing away the blues. And I feel her love on the cold dark night. And I feel her love as she holds me tight. And I see her smile stretch across her face as we laugh out to the sky. We'll sing away the blues. In my heart tonight is sitting away. Walking to the rain. Roll the night away and when it doesn't rain, we'll sing away the blues. And I feel her love on a cold dark night. And I feel her love as she holds me tight. And I see her smile stretch across her face as we laugh up to the sky. And I